Hi, this is Nikki, and I am just back with part 2 of today's message. And so I'm just at the river. This is the River Thames, and in the distance over there you can see St Paul's Cathedral. And basically my guidance today is just saying about going with the flow and really doing things that you would do when you're with your twin, right? Imagining your life with your twin. And the other thing is, the really strong guidance that I'm getting is about you having trust in your own path and your own guidance. That is the biggest thing on this journey, because yesterday I mentioned about the video that somebody had sent me that they recommended, and it was about this woman talking about karmic partners. Now, I didn't actually watch the video because I don't really watch things, so but a lady came back to me and said, did you listen to that, because I don't really agree. And it made me think, I do remember when I first started watching, when you first start, find YouTube. I mean, I was very late to the party, so but I remember that I was like watching everything and wanting to find out about stuff. And if I listened to somebody, it would make me question that I didn't think. It would make me question my stuff, and it would make, and you get that sort of sick feeling in your tummy instantly. And what I would say is, don't listen to anyone else if it makes you feel like that, right? Because then it just means that it doesn't work for you. That's not the right message for you. But don't let it get you into a tailspin around your own journey, because nobody else knows it, right? It is all within you. Because what happened to me was, I went to somebody once and they told me that I had to forget about my person. They could see this other, they saw that there was somebody else. And anyway, so I knew instantly, because as soon as they told me that, I felt sick, and I was like, went into kind of despair. And anyway, the next day I was driving into actually the same location as to where my twin lives, and a whole family of ducks stopped in front of the road. So we had to stop the road because of this family of ducks. Now, ducks are always a sign for me of my divine masculine, but also for lots of us, because ducks mate for life, and they are very choosy and picky about finding their person. Now, as I was walking along and I was thinking about this, this was coming into my head to do a video on, I said, talking about obscure signs getting more and more obscure. The duck truck, there is a duck boat that drives on the road that goes into the water along the Thames, and that duck bus drove past me. So I knew, I was like, okay, I know you want me to do the message. So this message is about saying, you know what, really, you have to believe in your own guidance and what your own heart is telling you, right? And if somebody tells you something that you don't resonate with, and it makes you feel that you get that immediately gut reaction, but it sends you into that state of fear straight away, and doubt, and starting questioning everything about your journey and all this lot, then you just have to let it go. And that just means that it doesn't ring true for you, but don't let it question your journey, right? So those are two things. One is that only listen to your own, well, not only listen, but if something really doesn't feel right, just disregard it. It doesn't matter. The other thing is that embody the life that you want with your twin, right? Write it down, write a day in the life of, a week in the life of, your bucket list of what you want to do together. And then the other thing is about, letting that flow to you. So just about releasing it, right? It's about releasing it up to the universe, trusting that it's going to happen for you, and then, really doing things that you love. And doing things that are going to make you happy, because that is the goal, right? The goal is to seek inner happiness and have the best life for you possible. And whenever your twin will come for you at the right time, because it is part of a bigger divine plan. So there you go, that's what my guidance is saying today. And the other thing is that about, the universe will just make things happen. So it will piece together your jigsaw puzzle. Because things like jobs, things like where you live, things like all of the stuff will just, you know, there will probably be so many changes. My life is totally unrecognizable to what it was when I first met my twin, but I was just thinking I wouldn't change it. The other thing is, I was guided to watch The Notebook yesterday, right? And I sent my twin a message just to say, I was feeling really sentimental because I watched The Notebook, and he'd always be my Noah, like, just like joke, right? And so I think and so it really makes me laugh, because that's the sort of, you know, you just have to have fun with your journey, and remember that you can't make a step wrong, right? As long as you're doing it out of your heart and out of love, you really can't go wrong, because everything is written in a divine plan for you, right? So trust is the name of the game. Be playful, enjoy. Try and look for the bright side of everything, because you can get bogged down in the stuff, right? And so then it's like, okay, well, if you're feeling bogged down, then choose not to feel bogged down and go and do something which is fun, right? Because it's always about distracting the mind. Distracting the mind and focusing on something else, right? Focusing the mind on something that's great, that brings you happiness, that brings you joy. And it can be done, it definitely can be done, but it's the daily practice. All right, so listen, I hope that helps. So the guidance is, write everything down for how you want your life to be with your twin, and embody that. So do things that you love, and also ask your twin spirit to be with you, right? Because then they're always there with you, so you can feel them holding your hand, or there'll be signs all around you. And you know, all of that happens because you're embodying your twin spirit more and more and more into your energy field. And the other big thing is, don't go into a tailspin if you hear something that doesn't ring true for you. It's totally fine, you just have to let it go. Always follow your own instinct, always follow your own intuition, because you have your story written in your heart, and you will know very quickly if it doesn't ring true. And also the universe and your twin spirit will bring you lots of signs to let you know that as well. All right, well listen, I hope that helps. If you want to have a reading or an energy healing from me, then please do. And look here, this is, you see in that massive building there, there's a massive garden on the top of that building called Sky Garden, which is really, really very cool. So this is London with the bus going across there. It's a beautiful day today as well. So enjoy, and good luck to everyone, because I know that it can be tricky, and I know there's like this sense of a bit of like, oof, flatness at the moment. So that's why, oh look, over there the bar says the world is your oyster. There you go. So keep remembering, the world is your oyster, and it is what you make it. All right, take care, have a good one, bye.